Alyssa.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Hi, I'm Allison.
And this is our Carousel of Progress.
Humans, well, we like progress. We like to be bigger, faster, stronger, and smarter. We like things to be newer and better. New technology, better resolution, new trends, and new communication. Sometimes, even if it kills us, we just want to move forward. And what better way to move forward than by advancing STEM? STEM's a term we hear a lot nowadays, on the news, in research, and in schools. So what is it? This, not so much. By the acronym, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And these four fields are what make up STEM. STEM can also refer to the interdisciplinary approach to these four seemingly different subjects. As for the term itself, it came to common use after it was used by the United States National Science Foundation and began to be used in education in the early 2000s after Judith Ramley. So before STEM was a specific term, what was it? What were science, technology, engineering, and math? We can answer this by asking two more questions. Where is STEM from? And what has STEM been? Essentially, these specialized scientific pursuits that came about from STEM were from a human endeavor to challenge orthodox thought. This was the Enlightenment. Essentially, it was an era to dare to think. Instead of accepting the traditional, sometimes fanatic religious explanations, Enlightenment thinkers sought to examine the natural world as it was and possibly find explanations for the mechanics of the universe and human lives. But true to their roots of descent, these natural philosophers did not always agree with each other, but for the fact of their coming to their own independent conclusions meant that the Enlightenment initiated schools of thought that broke religious monopoly on intellectualism. STEM has always faced some pretty considerable resistance, mostly to fears of the unknown and resistance to change. This is true even more so when some progress is seen to be in conflict with long-standing traditional viewpoints, such as in the famous Scopes trial, where a case was taken against educator Mr. Scopes for teaching education in a Tennessee high school. STEM is often seen as a threat to the established order, especially in Copernicus's innovations. His heliocentric theory, in which the Earth orbited the Sun instead of the Sun orbiting the Earth in the standing geocentric theory, shattered the standing order. This perceived defilement of the natural order was regarded as heresy, and the opinion largely went undeveloped. But these breakthroughs continued on, and were later advanced through Ada Lovelace, who challenged social norms, mainly by the mere fact of being a woman pursuing a traditionally male role. Resistance to STEM here was in regard to her not her discoveries, but her gender. In even more contemporary times, Alexander Graham Bell has faced less resistance comparatively, but he was still advocated against for destroying traditional values in the same lines of attack against Lovelace. Bell's advancements were more immediately applicable to a broader society, however, and the garnering of public support allowed for a widespread expansion of his telegram, which have direct correlation to today's communicative devices. This was accompanied by newfound forms of innovation, chiefly advanced through the scientific revolution. The scientific revolution brought forth new advancements enabled by the Enlightenment thought that even now extend to modern innovation. This was the first major jump in human manufacturing and was driven by our desire for progress. Scientists began to make key discoveries and theories that even now still shape our science. Even more recently, the National Defense Education Act represented a modern push for supporting education, especially STEM-related fields. In this, however, STEM was viewed as a means for competing with communist Russia in the midst of the Cold War. Programs like these were supported by a popular tide of extreme patriotic favor due to the high stakes against Russia, so STEM represented a new means to oust communism. This isn't to say that old resistance faded, however. The concerns voiced against STEM progress continued, the older resistance changed, but now expanded to new worries of ethical and physical dilemmas, including the environment and our own human condition. So where's STEM today? We still live in a world where there are voices of opposition today, but we seemingly have fully embraced STEM. Modern developments are rapidly advancing with an abundance of technological feats emerging each year. These developments have served to supply mankind with increasing avenues for energy, which are then devoted to equipping man for everyday business and scientific pursuits. These applications are widespread, working to improve medicine, transportation, convenience, and communication.
One way to determine where STEM is currently is to look at education. Education provides a base for any sector of STEM, and the better the students are taught, the easier it is to advance STEM in a healthy and safe way. However, in America, most STEM subjects are lacking and show a need for improvement. For example, here's a graph that depicts math proficiency among 8th graders in America, with a darker color being more proficient. This demonstrates the widely varying levels of education children in the U.S. receive. The lack of consistency is not only problematic because it shows that children across America are not meeting the same high standards of achievement, but also shows the lack of uniformity can greatly reduce the quality of education that children receive. Without a high national standard to ensure consistent academic achievement, some schools may wind up providing education that lacks the focus or rigor necessary to be competitive internationally. Another graph depicts the students in America that take the advanced placement courses for STEM subjects and how well they have done over the years. The number of students deciding to take these AP classes is rising. However, in comparison, the passage rate has not risen significantly. Although American schools are providing more opportunities to enroll upper-level classes, the teaching remains at a mediocre level, leaving students with a poor education. In order to advance in STEM education, America will not only need to offer better classes, but provide a better curriculum for students. Some schools in America have already begun to look towards the future of STEM education and have implemented special standardized curriculums for certain areas of study. For example, Project Lead the Way offers specialized curriculum for students who wish to study engineering. Students are able to better prepare for the upper levels of education, with classes focusing on an introduction to engineering and going into specialized sectors of engineering, such as civil and electrical. This offers students a shared curriculum, which can help provide stability for the education system. More programs such as the Project Lead the Way can provide means for advancing STEM past where it is today by offering an exemplary base for students to work off of, therefore preparing students better for STEM.
Any direction STEM could go in the future. As it has in the past, advances in the STEM fields will shape society, and society will likewise shape the direction of STEM. While advances in the STEM fields may overall serve to improve various aspects of humanity, there are also fears that too much progress may pose danger to human beings. There are numerous benefits of progress in the STEM fields. It can improve the general quality of life for many people. Progress in technological fields such as medicine can help save and prolong lives. Progress makes society more advanced overall and just gives us a better awareness of our surroundings and the universe. Progress in technology can help us develop new alternative sources of clean energy that can help us preserve the earth and make the world a nicer place to live in. And even though there are a lot of benefits of technology and innovation and progress, there are also many things that we should be wary of. There are a lot of dangers that could come with it if we're not careful. One of these is artificial intelligence. While artificial intelligence seems really cool and something that we could look forward to in our future, artificial intelligence could also be used for the wrong reasons. If we create machines that are smarter than us, there are a lot of dangers that could pose, and who knows, they could maybe result in the eradication of the human race. That wouldn't be good. Humans are also ambitious by nature, and that might cause us to maybe seek progress for the wrong reasons. People can create things that pose danger to society rather than things that help it. Environmental destruction. If we don't use technology to save the environment, we could instead end up destroying the environment around us and using too many of our resources. Another problem that we might face is over-attachment to technology. If people become too absorbed in technology, we might kind of lose awareness of our surroundings, and that wouldn't be good. People could create diseases or weapons of mass destruction that could definitely impact humanity in a very negative way. That could definitely cause problems, and another issue that might come up would be new methods of government control that would allow the government to have maybe too much power over the people. They could track us, maybe exercise forms of mind control or surveillance that limit personal freedoms greatly. What should our goals for STEM be in the future, and how can we use education to achieve those goals? Some people find progress dangerous and wish to stick to tradition, while others believe that progress betters mankind. We can use the positives and negatives of progress to create a direction for what we want STEM to be in the future. If society wishes to use STEM to create a better future, it is necessary to consider the dangers of progress to create a clear direction for education. While students should be encouraged to be innovative and immerse themselves in technology, schools should also be sure to heed students about the potential dangers of the wrong kinds of progress. Other ways we can ensure that STEM education moves society in a positive direction are educating students about the impacts of technology on the environment and encouraging them to find ways to improve the environment rather than destroy it, and teaching students to not be completely reliant on technology by continuing to use some traditional methods of teaching. Overall, it should be our goal to create a society that uses technology for the better, to learn, discover, improve quality of life, and preserve the environment rather than for the worse. Progress itself, when void of undesirable side effects, is for the betterment of society and should be supported, which is where education comes into play. Schools can be one of the most crucial facilitators of progress. The United States currently lags behind many other developed countries in regards to education, especially in the STEM fields. If society wishes to progress technologically at a faster rate, it is necessary for education, both in the STEM fields and as a whole, to adapt to a changing society. Although it is the job of educators to caution children of the dangers of STEM, the main way education can help the future of STEM is simply by pushing it forward. There are different ways we can improve education so that it maximizes general learning and encourages STEM.
In order to create the best education for advancing STEM, we can look to other countries' educational systems. By doing this, we are able to find out what works among today's society and implement it into countries with lesser education systems. This graph, relaying the average scores of 15-year-olds in math and science literacy tests across multiple developed nations, shows America lagging behind 21 other countries, as well as the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD average. As shown in this graph, America scores below average when placed among other nations in the world, whereas nations such as France and South Korea have scored at or above the global average in both math and science. Different countries have different pros and cons to their STEM education. An optimal model would be more French-style relaxed system, but with South Korea's focus on education. Less time could be spent at school, but learning hours would be more learning intensive. Teachers could be trained more thoroughly and better trained to teach them. And students' hands-on approaches could stimulate real-life applications of content. Integration of STEM developments would also expose students to the current field of STEM, and would give them a familiarity with recent developments that they might one day contribute to. Over humanity's long history, STEM has certainly advanced far, and we still have infinite room for progress. While it's important that we make sure that we push for STEM in the right direction, and avoid mistakes from the past, we can look to the future with optimism.
Thank you. I'm Allison.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Alyssa.
And this has been a Carousel of Progress.